my dears. Good morning. How are you?
Hello, hello. How are you?
Ready
Beautiful,
for the
thank
hello?
you.
Hello. Ready for the class?
Ready. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Very good. Listen, guys, today we have this amazing class, Proteins, Life in Action. I want to read this quote. Biology is the most powerful technology ever created. And I see Vero smiling, right? DNA is software. Protein are hardware. Cells are factories. Arvind Gupta. Thinking questions, guys. What do you know about proteins? Start thinking, right? The next question. What do you remember about the importance of consciousness? All right. And number 3, how have you felt with the meditations that we have been doing? Adri, Christy, Vero, Christine, Vero, Vero Bejarano, Socorro, welcome to this amazing class. And I'm going to start with the agenda. My name is Cristina Mauricio, and I'm going to be your host today. Adri, can you help me to read the agenda, please? What is activity number 1?
Activity number 1, proteins live in action.
Beautiful. Number 2?
Number 2, consciousness.
Part 2, all right?
Part 2.
And number 3?
Meditation.
Yes, so I'm gonna introduce the first activity with my dear friend, Dr. Vero. She's going to be talking about proteins, life in action. Let me remind you that Dr. Vero is an expert in biology, is an expert in the medical field, and I'm so happy that you are sharing with us. Dear Dr. Vero, are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Excellent, my dear. The floor is all yours.
Okay, let me share with you my screen. Wait. Dun, 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 dun. I can't. Oh, no, yes, I can. Here is the option. Here. Now, here. Okay, ready. Life in action. This is going to be a great class.
As all the other
protein.
classes, dear doctor.
Oh, thank you very much. I really love proteins. Well, I love body, love biology, love life. So let's start. Today we are going to talking about proteins, life in action, and they are really make life in action. And I hope you enjoy this information. Proteins are much more than just building blocks. Proteins are information, translation, creation, communication, evolution, catalyst. Just imagine, they are like our doctors, our cooks, our policemen, our engineers, our clowns, our teachers. Proteins make a lot of things, a lot of functions in all our bodies, so they are really incredible. Their beautiful structure facilitate them these multiple functions. Proteins are the result of the union of different kinds of amino acids with strong but kind laces. And why do I say they are kind? Because they allow the amino acids to accommodate and adapt according to the needs of each one of our cells and each tissue in each moment in which it is, whether the cell is in develop or the cell is in its maturity stage, or when the cell is in the process of senescence. For example, protein of DNA is the result of the union of two simple amino acids change in unidimensional structure. But this structure makes easier to join together and can be folded and facilitating the accommodation within the chromosomes to favor translation, transcription, and multiplication of the information. And all this wonderful happens in the genes. So it is very interesting to know that proteins is identical to another, is, how do I say, its arrangement, its dimension, its structures, but they are continuously changing. This is the amazing, I could say the amazing discovery, no? That continually proteins are in movement, in changing. So each one of our proteins, each one of them continuously are different. For me, it's very interesting to know that no protein is identical to another. So this arrangement, its dimensions and its structures. It has been discovered that the changes can occur thousands of times in a second. That is why proteins are life in action. In addition, some proteins love water and others prefer fats. These qualities give them the ease of being inside the cell, in the cell, through the cell and out the cell. We have proteins in every space around the cell, in the cell, etc. So this is a great work. We can find proteins in the cytoplasm. We can find proteins in the cellular membrane, and we can find proteins outside the cells, doing the work of selection, creation, cooking, or transformation, whatever we need. An important point, I said, that nature is so marvelous because, for example, do you know about virus? Have you heard about virus? And virus, they are not living beings, but they have a beautiful and great involved make about proteins. And these proteins around the virus, it's that they facilitate and guarantee them the multiplication and distribution of their genetic information, which is what mainly allows evolution process to take place and adaptation among living beings. I mean, if we don't have this great, how do I say, if we don't have this great characteristic of the virus, that they have this beautiful capsule with proteins, simple, we are not here. The genetic information that are inside virus, this genetic information, it's what facilitates us the evolution and the adaptation in the place that we are today. So this is really great and beautiful to know. But do you know what motivates proteins to continually change their structure? Well, the environment that surround them, all the things that surround the cell, it's what motivate proteins to change, because as I said they need, their principal function is to facilitate us adaptation. So then, of course, the environment that surrounds us, natural food, exercise that make your cells happy, live according to your circadian cycle, and the energetic vibrations of your thoughts, behavior, that what was say as behavior, and sounds. So it depending of the kind of sound, and it depending of the kind of food and the kind of music, etc. And when we get sleep, and when we if we do exercise, or if we don't do it, this is going to be the kind of proteins that we have. So in conclusion, proteins are physical building blocks that assemble and interact to generate the behavior and functions of the cell. A second conclusion, each protein has a unique structure and size. A third conclusion, if the protein in your body stops moving, so we are in a way to becoming a cadaver. Number 4, thus life derives from the forces that set protein molecules in motion and thus generate behavior. And number 5, proteins provide the structure, function, and movement of biological organisms. So in action, I suggest you start your day with natural protein. This is the most way that we can start our day. And this is very important thing to know. We need both kinds of protein, of natural protein, vegetable protein and animal protein. So we need to combine, for example, eggs with vegetables, no? or legumes. Or you can start with yogurt Greek with vegetable, with any kind of vegetable that you like. So this is a great start for your day. Make fats that contain protein part of each snack, like nuts, seeds, cheese, avocado with vegetables, and of course, use olive oil. Another point that I suggest you is you could replace rice with quinoa, for example. And another one, choose lean poultry, lean pork, fish, and lean beef options. This is the most way that we need to try to eat. No, another one suggestions for you. Chia seeds and hemp seeds, for example, are additional sources of plant-based protein that are also rich in fiber and healthy fats. And another one, and a great one, move your muscles for at least 20 minutes every day and increase the time, gradually increase the time and the intensity. Because if you increase the time and the intensity, this action will favor a good create of your, and the good create and the good quality of the proteins. So for today, this is all. And thank you for your attention. Have a great and a funny week. And remember that only you can make it happen.
Wow, dear doctor, amazing, 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 amazing.
It is beautiful. Proteins are beautiful.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I
Yes.
love exercise. I really love exercise, but lately I've been having problems doing exercise. So what I am learning today, if I love my body, is not if I want to be on shape, or if I want to lose weight. No, if I want to be alive, I need to move. And literally move.
Simple like that.
Amazing, dear doctor. And by the way, today you look so pretty.
Oh,
so
thank you.
Beautiful. Your eyes are shining. I'm so happy for that. My dears, any questions that you have for Dr. Ana Vero, if you have them, please ask her. Any questions that you may have, Adri, Dr. Ana Vero, Christine, then we have Mr. Ramirez, Socorro. Any questions that you may ask, because this is a very important topic. Ana Vero, no, Vero Bejarano, sorry. I always get confused.
Yes, Vero. Thank you, doctor. Are beautiful. And I would like to ask you, how much or the quantity I should eat about the proteins every day?
Oh, that's a great question. And thank you, Vero. Experts said that we need to eat almost one, how could I say, 1 grain?
1 grain.
1 grain per kilo of our body weight. Okay. Of our body weight. And we need to see the nutrition table of each element, of each protein that we are going to eat. Because when we eat, for example, a piece of steak, there is no, and they say, here you have a piece of a steak that is 250 grams, for example. But this is not 250 of protein.
Oh.
Because they are another kind of nutrients, like fat, for example.
Water.
And water, yes, of course.
And
so
for example, 250 grams of a beef. How many grams of protein does it have? More or less?
Maybe it's an approximate, what I'm going to tell you, but maybe 200 or that size maybe has 100.
100 grams.
Yes.
Okay.
And it depends of the kind of the beef, or for example, eggs. If we, I was read that if we, for example, want to get, I don't know, maybe 75 grams of protein, sometimes we need to eat almost 10 eggs. But of course we can't do it. So what we can do, we need to combine kinds of protein, vegetable protein and animal protein, and include them in the 3 times that we're going to eat.
Wow. That's amazing. Any other question, dear Vero? No?
No, it's okay.
Just for the record, I browsed the pronunciation of gramos, and we have like this.
Thank
grams,
you.
right?
Grams.
Grams with vibration. 1 gram
Grams.
or grams, all right? Very good.
Thank you.
Excellent. Adri, Mr. Amir, Ellie, I haven't seen you, my dear. Ellie, Socorro, Christian, do you have any question to Dr. Ana Vero about the topic? I think there are no questions. Dear doctor, thank you so much for your participation, for your attendance, for your presentation. It was amazing. I want to invite you guys to follow her on Facebook. She has a page where she is sharing tips for you to be healthier. Dear doctor, we love you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Today I'm going to go out in the
Yes, I know
so
that you need to.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, my dear. And let's continue with the next activity, which is consciousness 2. I am going to introduce a great coach. Her name is Veronica Bejarano. And she's going to be helping us with the 2 activities, the meditation and consciousness 2. She is an expert in human development and the raising of the awareness. So, dear Vero, welcome. The floor is all yours.
Thank you very much. I will share the presentation. And I want you to start sitting with your back straight. Okay, let me share with sound this presentation. Okay. Ready. Please close your eyes. Put your hands over your. Are you listening? Okay. Is that okay? Everything okay? Christy? I cannot hear you.
Sorry. We can see, but there is no audio, dear Vero.
Okay, I will put it right now. But you can listen to me to my voice,
yes,
right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's start with the music.
Yes.
Please close your eyes. Okay. Close your eyes. Start feeling your body. Breathe normally. And if you need, you can breathe in. Take a small time and then breathe out. Relax and notice all your body. If you feel something that is not comfortable for you, just notice and try to fix it later. Breathe in, breathe out. If you notice a pain, just think you will take care later. Concentrate in your third eye that is between your eyes. Breathe slowly. Now take a deep inhalation. Breathe in. Maintain. And breathe out. Very slowly through your nose. If you have thoughts, distractions, just go back to your breath. Feel your peace. Your harmony. Try to let all pending for later. This moment is yours. It's for being here and now. for having all this information within you. Feel the peace within you. Smile and try to see how all your body smiles to you. Inhale deeply and exhale. Slowly and slow. Start opening your eyes. Move your body very, very slowly. Your hands, your legs. Feel your body. And notice all your love. Notice all yourself with love and compassion. Okay, thank you. We are here and now. And let's continue with the information about consciousness. Remember that with last class, I talked about the process to be conscious. We had 5 points to continue with this process, to start with this process. And don't be ashamed, don't be in hurry with this process. It's little by little, but it's very important that you notice, because we can use our consciousness to create change, to create what we want, to create a beautiful world. That is very important now. Notice all the energy that comes around us and is holding our bodies, holding our heart. So the 5 points are, let's start dreaming bigger, having good thoughts, identifying blocks and limits, using words to create your world, staying high vibe, and taking soul smart action. Okay, these are the 5 points. Let's continue with the next one. The first one, dreaming bigger and having good thoughts. It's very important. Yes, it's a skill, but we have it. You have it. I have it. Everyone has it. It's important. It's an important skill because how big you dream influences the result you get. If you insist on thinking small, daring to dream only of things that you think are possible, you are missing out on a huge part on your power. When you allow yourself to dream bigger, to imagine yourself experiences wild success, you open yourself up to possibilities. Your imagination creates these possibilities. All possibilities, infinite possibilities are possible. Once you have a desire for something, the possibility of this something existing in your reality is created already. Just because you already had thought on that, it exists in the quantum field, not in your physical reality yet, but you can get it and manifest it. Learning to create a vision that's big, powerful, and unlimited by what you think it's possible. This is what will help you to draw opportunities to create what you want, rather than more of what you are getting right now. Okay, so let's start having these great thinkings, these great thoughts. Okay, number 2, identifying blocks. It's very important to check what are blocking me, what are my limits. It's easy to say that you don't know why the money and success or the things you want isn't manifesting for you, but it's not the truth. You don't know. You just need to be willing to ask yourself the question and to receive the answer. All the answers are already there and you can receive it. You can always choose to stick with a belief that you don't know, of course, but if you really, in your best interest, is what you really want, is the question. If I ask myself, what do I really, really want for me? And the answer will be there. Take a moment right now. Please close your eyes a little bit and think of what you want Be honest with yourself. Why don't you have it already? Ask that question. Answering this question will help you to identify what is in your belief system. Energy or behavior is standing between you and what you want. Today is the day to start thinking of what you really want. Feel it as if it's already there. And if this result is already in your life, because as soon as I think on it, it's almost ready to be taken. So think on that. Number 3, it's using words to create our world. My world or the world for someone else. So our language, our words, our language is a super powerful tool. One that you use every single day for talking, for shouting, for saying what you want or what you don't want. You use it not only to communicate with others. The words you choose also influence what you see around you. If you ever had one of those days, the ones that you don't like it, you know what I'm talking about? Something went wrong first thing in the morning, and you just knew that everything will go downhill from there for all the day. So it did. So be careful on what you are thinking. Be more careful what you are saying. I wonder how you would have gone if you intentionally turned all the negative energy around, because it's what we are also creating. So be careful on what you are saying. It's very important to know that my language, that the power of my words are also creating my world. Number 4, is staying high vibe. Focus on your highest desire. Bring out your inner child. Act as if clear energetic disturbances or prejudice for having this high vibe. And you can notice if you are noticing your body. Is my heart feeling good? Is my body feeling good? I'm suffering some kind of pain. You can notice that maybe you are not high and in a high vibration. It's very important that we can help this vibration from the rest of our bodies to start thinking well. So it's very important to follow the first step. Okay. And number 5, that is the last one in this moment, is taking soul smart action. Taking soul smart action. When I know my talents, when I know why I can able to do, is starting smart, because we are connected, or I am connected to my greatness. I'm taking action in that way. And it's very important to be in a very congruent way. What I'm thinking, what I'm saying, what I'm feeling, and of course, what I'm doing. And when I'm following my soul, it comes naturally. When you are aligned with this higher self, your life purpose, your path, automatically you can act in that way that comes from a higher perspective without falling in the illusion of the physical space, because we can create, and you instinctively know how to do this, because you can go inside your heart and ask you what you are asking, what you are doing, what you are thinking, what you are feeling, and yet you usually maybe don't do that. What if you made it a point to connect with your higher self and your spiritual and your spirit guide you? If you took control of the process and became a leader in your life, this will be a great creation for what you want, what you really want. This means that I live my life with intention, intuition, and a sprinkle of magic, because it's much more interesting than the conventional way. So thank you very much for your attention. I don't know if you have a question or if everything was understood. Thank you very much.
Wow, dear Vero, that was amazing, amazing, amazing. I love what you're saying about the importance of the language, right? How many times we are saying, I'm so dumb, or oh, I didn't do this. And that's exactly what we are repeating. And sometimes we use language as a way to help us to be okay, but it's not. We are always creating and shaping our world with those words. For me, that was amazing, amazing, amazing. So guys, if you have any question, kindly ask. Dear Ellie, Angie, welcome to the class. Adri, Christine, Mr. Amir, if you have any question, that would be great for you to share. And let me see. Any hands risen? Not yet, but I have a question, dear Vero. Sometimes it's very hard to be sleepy and to start awaking, right? Because there is too much pain. There are so many problems, difficulties, scarcity. People don't have money, people don't have jobs, they don't have opportunities. And how, or what would be like a good method to start waking up? Because you said the last class that for you was very painful after you were fired, right, from the company. And how could you, or what advice could you give to those people who are struggling and they don't even know that they are sleepy? That's my question.
Thank you. It's a great question, and I love it because now I'm convinced, I am sure that we cannot be suffering for understanding and for start this consciousness way. We can notice, for example, let's make some interesting questions. I can ask myself, do I really love what I'm doing? Do I really love the life I have now? It could be greater, for example. And with these questions, that is a very, very powerful way to start asking myself, is it the way I would like to live? I am comfortable the way I'm living? Just start doing questions. And in this way, we can receive in some way the answers. Because what happens? Sometimes we think, no, consciousness is just to follow my values or that's it. But it's not. That's the point. It's more powerful or more responsibility to be conscious. That's important because some people doesn't want to be really taking this responsibility. But if you really want something, even though it is a small thing, better in your life, to ask this question. Do I can live in a better way? Or can I have greater life for me? And with these questions, you can start receiving the information in some way or another. Just try to be aware if you really want to receive the questions, the answers. If you really want to receive the answers, you will receive them in some way or another.
Wow, that's amazing, dear Vero. And you remind me of another question another thing that you said. At the beginning of the presentation, you said, how is the life that I want? Because you mentioned something about that answering to that question, you are going to discover your block your mental block, something like that,
The
right?
limits, the limits, because sometimes these limits, this way of thinking is creating me like a wall or like an obstacle that is not making me to go very fast on what I want. No? But if I can notice or I'm aware of what I'm thinking about this topic or what I'm thinking about this thing. For example, if I were thinking that, no, I'm not able to speak in another language, no, it's real for me. I would not be able to be speaking in another language, any language, not even English, German or whatever.
Japanese, right?
Chinese. No? It depends on what I want. I really want, for example, to reach more people, what I'm saying, or what I can share. Well, okay, maybe one language is not enough. Maybe 2 or maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. No? It depends of the limits you are thinking, or I'm thinking I have. So if I'm starting really being aware of what I want, asking these kind of questions, this will be like different information, and all the possibilities are there already. All possibilities, infinite possibilities are there. So do I really want to start this pathway, or I have so many limits for me, and this or those limits and beliefs are just my justification for not doing the greater life I can reach for myself.
For example, let me set an example. I want to be fit, right? So that's the first question. Well, that's the first statement. I want to be fit. And the question would be, why am I not fit, right? So answering to that question, I will discover the limits that I have. And then, okay, because I love chips and I love soda and sometimes I don't do exercise. So those are my limits and I can start working on them, right?
Exactly. And the answers are in a continuous way. For example, the first answer could be, okay, because I'm lazy. Okay, what else? Because I like to eat these chips or bread or whatever.
Right.
Or exactly, or sodas, not drinking sodas all the time, the whole time. Or are these the really
the real reason?
Reason, exactly. This is the real reason for not doing exercise? I can continue making questions, and the very, very profound answer will be there. That's the magic.
Wow, that's...
And the way of receiving the answers are, for example, if I'm aware of my what is around me, maybe someone can come and say something, or maybe I can listen the part of a song, and this give me this song can give me the answer, or maybe I can see a book or something in the internet or something, and that it's great, because in that way you will receive from every part of my around, or my the persons that are close to me. I can receive the answer. So it's magic. It's magical, really.
Wow, that's amazing, dear doctor. Any other comment that you would like to add before we finish?
No, I just would like to invite you that you can be aware the most of your time. I mean, during your day, try to practice to be aware in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, and every moment, every 10 seconds, to be aware of what you are thinking, what you are saying, what you are feeling, how's your body, what you are doing. And if you are aware, part of your day, little by little, you are going to be aware and conscious of all your life. And it's great. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I invite you guys to follow Dr. Coach. I always get confused with Vero. I wanna invite you guys to follow Coach Vero Bejarano. She has her Facebook page and you can learn more from her. She is amazing in human development and helping people to awake. So I highly recommend you. Before we go, I want to tell you this, guys. You are amazing. Believe it. We have been learning with Dr. Ana Vero about our body. If you haven't discovered how amazing you are, well, I invite you to watch her videos. And you're going to know you have electrons, you have neutrons, you have you have cells, you have proteins, molecules, organs, systems. We are amazing, simply amazing. And before we go, I would love to ask, what did you like? What did you learn? And what will you do with this information? And I'm going to ask, let me see. Ellie, are you there, my dear? Can you help us with these answers? Let me see if you can open your mic. Or maybe, Adri, can you help us with some of your answers? What did you learn, my dear? What did you like and what will you do with this information?
Oh my goodness, I have no words.
Come on, but you know, come on.
All right. Well, I like the presentation of Ana Vero. And I learned that I have to find my soulmate. And with this information, I will imagine something beautiful.
No, how is it? Dream bigger, right?
Yes. And it's amazing that I was meditating and I forgive the bad things that happens to me, and I start thinking in good things.
Yes, focus on the positive things, Adri. And that is so, so beautiful. Angie, before we go, do you want to comment any of these questions? Here we have Angie from Canada, and she's an expert too in those things. Let me see if she can, okay.
Hola, ay, es que tenía mi volumen muy bajito. So hello everybody. It was just my second time here, I think so. And it is a beautiful space. I'm very happy with the information that you, Cristina, and the doctor share with us, and it made me feel really good. I'm gonna go more into this because, like I said, it's my second time, so I'm just trying to understand what's the dynamic that we have here. But I'm very grateful for this moment in the morning. So thank you so much, and I hope eventually I get more into what I have to learn or to share, maybe too.
Yeah. To share, because you're an expert on those, specifically, well, what I have seen on helping people to take away or to get rid of their blocks, right? Their mental blocks.
Yeah, this is something that really, and you know what? I love water. And for me, water is everything. And this was the first subject that I was like, oh, blow my mind, because I said I really love this kind of stuff because I believe how can we transform it and change and shift belief in our brain. So this is part of the training that I loved. So thank you so much for the invitation. And I say we never know, maybe I'm gonna be one of those who share the beautiful information that we have to share for this
Yeah.
changes that we
I am willing to do that, my dear. Thank you so much for sharing.
I'm here. Thank
Yes,
you.
I know. Bye-bye. And guys,
Bye.
thank you for being here. Homework, I invite you to start studying in Elsa or Duolingo for 15 minutes. It's going to improve your English a lot. And remember how amazing you are. Have a great week. Vero, Bejarano, thank you so much. All of you guys, thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you very much.